Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and I have kind of a fun planning kind of pattern pairing video for you today. So as we are getting into fall, I find that that's probably a fun time for a lot of people to sew. You know, like the big fashion issues are always the fall issues, like the September issues for Vogue and all of those. So it's just a fun time to delve into fashion. And one thing that I found, you know, you can look at all the fashion magazines you want and that kind of thing, but one thing that I found is that sometimes those fashion trends can be hard to translate, especially if you're looking at stuff from runway shows. I mean, good luck trying to I also need my haircut. Excuse the bangs. Have a haircut tomorrow. But good luck trying to translate a lot of that into everyday wear. So one of my favorite things to do is to go onto Pinterest and just search for maybe a certain trend. I just want to preface, I'm not a very trendy person. I definitely am finding I'm more of a classic, traditional, is more my style, but there's occasions, I do like to keep up with the trends because there's occasions that I want to maybe incorporate one of the trends into my everyday style. So one of the things I like to do is, whatever that trend might be, go onto Pinterest, but search that trend street style, which is basically pictures of people on the street, mostly probably in New York, LA, that kind of thing, or bloggers, that all sorts of things that have styled these trends into more everyday wearable outfits. So I thought it would be fun to pick, I've got 10 street style outfits that I kind of would be interested in, sorry, allergies again, fall, be interested to maybe kind of trying out for this fall. I have 10 outfits that I have selected off of Pinterest, and I've paired patterns with them. And I would also like to say I have paired patterns with them that are patterns that I actually own. So I know that there are 100 different trouser patterns out there, both for the big four and from independent pattern designers, and there may even be one that's a little bit of a better dupe than what I'm suggesting, but again, I wanted to pick things that were from my own stash. Number one, just so it wasn't overwhelming. Number two, if I really want to recreate these, it'd be great to do that with stuff I've already got. All right, and I'm also sitting way over to the side here so that I can put a nice big picture of everything that I'm talking about right here. So that's why I'm kind of off kilter a little bit. All right, so let's get started. Outfit number one. Ta-da! All right, things that I loved about this look. Number one, I loved a cropped pant, and I was very interesting. I was actually looking for ways to style culottes in the winter. I have actually just ordered off of eBay a pair of oxblood colored boots that are, they go up to my knee, but they're skinny around the ankle. And I was looking for ways to wear these boots. I've been wanting something like that with a wooden block heel for a couple of years now, very 70s style. But I love the look of a skinny boot underneath culottes. And I really like it when it goes all the way up. I feel like that's elongating for my petite frame. So things I loved about this look. I love the oxblood boots, number one, paired with the light colored trousers. I love the light colored cropped tailored culottes. I think that that is fun for fall. It's a little unexpected. I think a nice pretty winter white would be fantastic, and either a, well, I think maybe a wool, like a wool crepe even, maybe like a gabardine, or even a flannel. I'm not even sure if I have anything in my stash that is kind of what I'm thinking, but I do like the light colored pants. So for the light colored pants, I have, okay, I'll talk about the look completely and then we'll talk about patterns. So the other thing, she's got a wrap style, it's almost a dress really. It's a wrap style dress and it kind of has a kimono sleeve. It's kind of hard to tell because of the darkness in her top versus the darkness in the background of the picture. But it reminded me of the new kimono style top that I just made, and which also has a dress version. And so I just really love this pairing, and I think that you could almost, now because I'm petite, I would want to play around with proportion, definitely. But the pattern that I picked for the top is definitely Simplicity 8925, and I'll pop a picture of this pattern here, and I have made it before. I've made it in a, it's a knit pattern, which I also love. I have quite a few knits that kind of go with this color story that I've been working with in fall. And again, I'm over the moon with that top, and so making it into a dress would be kind of fun. And I think making it into a shorter dress, because again, I would need to play with proportions if I were going to be wearing this over culottes. I can't have anything too long on me. So even making it just as a top might give me the same effect, but without overwhelming my shortness. So yes, definitely Simplicity 8925. Here are the line drawings. So again, this pattern is actually a full wardrobe in and of itself. You could even mess around with the pants on this pattern and make them cropped. And it's a knit pant, so you could really make this almost this entire outfit with that. But for the culottes, I actually have this Vogue pattern, which is out of print, but you can still get it on Vogue's site, V9032, which I've been wanting to try forever. I've had it forever, but the cropped version, the gal in the blue-gray, sorry, I keep looking down too, I've got all this on my iPad. But the gal in the blue-gray colored tailored culottes, I just love. And I think that this would be a fantastic trouser to wear in the winter. And I'm really looking to kind of pull away from jeans a little bit, not to rely so heavily on jeans. I'll definitely still have jeans in my wardrobe, but I'd love the idea of incorporating some more like wool type trousers, or, you know, like a cotton twill, that kind of thing. Probably maybe a little more wool just with winter, but I'm definitely interested in moving more towards that for the cooler months. So that is outfit number 1. Okay. Outfit number 2. So, things that I loved about this look. Again, this is jeans, so I'm not pulling completely away from jeans. I do still want some jeans in my wardrobe. I love the cropped look. I think this would look very cute with a pair of booties or with these new boots that I've just purchased to wear underneath the jeans. I love the straight leg effect. I think that's a good balancing silhouette for my hips. And I love the classic blouse she's wearing. This is a pussy bow blouse in a fantastic, beautiful fabric. And I love the idea of that, of getting a few patterned blouses in my wardrobe, but things that can definitely just dress up a pair of jeans. I have that beautiful silk that I got at Britex, and I think making that into a blouse would be a fantastic use of that fabric, especially in such a classic silhouette as the pussy bow blouse. I mean, that's something that's just never really going to go out of style. So we'll start first with the bottom. So for the jeans, it was pretty obvious to me. The Dawn jeans by Megan Nielsen. I would do the straight leg version, which is the one that I've made before. And it's actually the pair that I made out of the men's jeans that I just kind of recycled. I love that silhouette. The gal, I think the gal, sorry, looking down here, had, was it a rough hem? No, she actually has them hemmed. So I definitely have a rough hem on my current straight leg jeans, but you know, you could go either way with that. But yes, I just love that casual denim with the nice silk blouse. So for the pussy bow blouse, I actually have 3 pussy bow patterns that would definitely work for this. Now she's got a high necked blouse on. So that reminded me a little bit more of the Sew Over It pussy bow blouse. I'll pop a picture of the pattern here. And then that blouse actually comes with 2 different necklines. You have more of the deep V neckline and then one that definitely ties up closer to your neck, which is a little bit more like the inspiration picture. So I'll pop the line drawing in there too. So this top would actually definitely work. I've made this top once before. It's really before I'd figured out my fitting issues with Sew Over It. So I need to make it again because I think I need to change the shoulder a little bit and then do a full bicep adjustment on that blouse, but I need to try it again. The second one that I thought would be the Zamora blouse by Itch to Stitch Patterns. I think that one would be fantastic, other than the fact that it is more of a deep V, less than, you know, the inspiration had a higher collar on it, but, you know, I don't need to copy the inspiration completely. It's more of the feel of it, really. And I loved this blouse. And I think making it in like a crepe de chine, something that was a little more stable than the crinkle rayon I used for my red top, would be amazing and would work really well. So I love, and it fits me really well, that Zamora blouse. And then the third one is Vogue 8772, which is an easy, or what is it called? Easy option or wardrobe options. Sorry. Yeah, easy options. So this blouse comes with 2 different Well, I wonder what the difference is. I'm looking at, I'll pop the line drawings that I'm also looking down at them. I'm not really sure what the difference between A and B is on this one, but it's definitely more the high-necked pussy bow blouse. And actually, if you got this pattern to fit you, you could, I mean, have a great button-down shirt for any of the styles. So that one's definitely one that and I actually own that one, would be fun to kind of play around with. All right, so that's look 2. Kind of trying to move along so we're not here forever. Oops, that's look 4. All right, look number 3. I love this, the dainty, delicate dress. I mean, it's in a dark, moody color, but I love the daintiness paired with the moto jacket and then again with the boots. Again, I was just trying to find a lot of things to pair with these new boots. I don't have a lot of shoes in my closet, but the ones that I do have, I want to be able to get a lot of wear out of them. So immediately upon looking at this dress, the orchid midi, definitely. So I'll pop a picture of that dress here. Now I made kind of a, almost a flutter sleeve. It wasn't the flutter sleeve that comes with the pattern. It was just kind of a cap flutter. I basically just took the longer sleeve and then just cut it off short for the other version that I've made. But I think maybe I would leave the sleeves long, or at least make them maybe 3/4 length and then put the elastic in, just for a little bit warmer for winter. But I love the idea of using kind of a dark background, moodier floral really for this dress. I think I'd get a lot of wear out of it. And something like a, probably a rayon, rayon crepe or rayon, crinkle rayon maybe, or even a challis, honestly. But I think it'd be great for layering. You could wear tights underneath it, then with the boots. I think it would be a great workhorse. And then also the cropped jacket. Now, 2 jackets came to mind. Number 1 is the Brando by the Sewing Workshop, and I'm actually getting ready to make myself a Brando. Now, definitely the Brando is longer than the Inspiration Post. It hits a little bit longer, but I'm playing around with the idea of kind of not cropping it a lot, but cropping a little bit the Brando for my current module I'm working on, just to make it a little bit shorter. I'm just gonna have to play around with the pockets and maybe even omit the pockets in that jacket if I wanna make it not waist length. I want it longer than waist length, but definitely more cropped. But another option would be my Mimi G, which is Simplicity 8174. I've made that, and I made it in a faux leather last fall. That would definitely fit the bill for this as well, and it's in a chocolate brown, which is colors that I'm playing around with this fall as well. So really either of them, the Brando that I'm currently getting ready to make, or my Mimi G Moto jacket, both would go with this, I think, wonderfully and look amazing to recreate that look. All right, look for... Okay. All right, look number 4. This is actually from, get out of there. I can't make my keyboard go down. This is actually from the Bowden catalog, and I pulled this off of their site, and I just love everything about this. Again, I'm wanting to pull away from jeans for this fall, and I love the idea of having some more wool, kind of tailored pants, and I think this is so cute with the plaid pants with the tennis shoes, and then with a little bit of an oversized turtleneck. You all know my love affair with turtlenecks. I have quite a few fitted ones in my wardrobe. Well, we'll talk about that in another outfit, but I just love the oversized look of this, kind of tucked into the front of the pants. I love the colors as well. But okay, so for patterns, for the pants, I thought you could very easily, this is just a very standard tailored pair of wool pants. I think that you could do the Sasha trousers by Closet Case Patterns. I would maybe do... I've made the cropped length ones of the Sashas, and they're almost a little too cropped, although I may have just shortened the leg too much. But I love the idea of it being just like 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 at the very, very most above my ankle. But I do like it like a 7/8 pant, basically. But the Sasha does also come in a longer length. But pairing that with the tennis shoes. Now, the Sasha is made for a stretch, and I do have a couple of wools in my stash that have some stretch. I'm not sure if they have enough stretch though. The Sasha takes 25% stretch, which is a fair amount of stretch for those. But another option would be the Chi-Town Chinos expansion pack. And I've made the shorts of the Chi-Town Chinos before, and I have the expansion pack, which takes them into more of a chino pant, a skinny leg chino pant. But those are made for non-stretch fabrics. And so I could very easily pull from a lot of my wool suitings that I've got in my stash, to make a pair of these pants. I go back and forth. I might even try lining them. Lining with a zip fly, front fly. I've never lined a pair of pants with a fly before. I know it can be done. And actually, I just bought a pair of pants at Goodwill, a suit that the pants have a front fly and they're lined. So I may just kind of look at those and figure, I mean, I'm sure it's not hard to figure it out. But having a pair of wool pants, I think having a lining in there would be more comfortable. So you don't have the wool right up against your skin, and also just help them hang a little bit better, especially if you use a rayon that's not prone to get static. But yes, those were definite great options for pants. And then for the oversized turtleneck, I pulled the Tessuti Patterns Monroe turtleneck or roll neck. This is a free pattern. I have it printed out, and I did it at the end of the winter last winter and just haven't had a chance to get to it yet. But this and a nice sweater knit would be just amazing, and I think I'd get probably a lot of wear. I love that there's a skinnier arm to this. It's a boxier fit, but I think if you had a little bit kind of a drapier, not too thick of a sweater knit, it would be beautiful on. And again, the skinnier arm helps keep some of that shape. So yes, those were definite, I thought, great pattern options for that. All right, look number 5. I keep fat fingers here. Look number 5. All right, again, another pair of wool trousers. I think, I just love this. I love the look of suits and blazers. I just think, again, I go very traditional and classic. And so the fact that that's also on trend right now is just really ticking all the boxes for me. But this would be another option for a pair of skinny wool trousers. I love, actually, what really drew me to this picture is the colors. I love that camel color of the pants with the men's style, it's probably a herringbone or probably a herringbone, not herringbone, houndstooth jacket, which I kind of love pairing that with feminine things as well. So you can kind of mix the man's print with or masculine print with a more feminine print. But anyway, the colors I think really spoke to me on this. Now, as far as the pants, I pulled Mimi G's pattern S8749, and I've made both the jacket of this and the pants. Now, the jacket, you could definitely make the whole suit. If you made it in 2 different fabrics, it would be this dupe completely. But I found I needed more shaping in the jacket than the jacket that I did make this pattern jacket last fall. I love the pants, and I think these pants in a camel would be spot on. Yeah, and I would definitely make those pants again. They have that fun little split ankle detail, and yeah, I got a lot of wear out of these and found them to be very flattering. Again, I think the jacket could use a little more shaping, and so for the jacket, I think I would use the Jessica blazer, which is by Closet Case Patterns. Hopefully popping pictures up here. I've made this before. It's not as oversized as the inspiration picture, but then again, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, she has tips for how you can make it more of a boyfriend fit, basically sizing up, straightening out the waist shaping, which I could very easily do a little bit. But then again, with my body style, I don't know that that's necessarily the most flattering, because since I do have a larger bust and am curvier, I almost need some of that waist shaping so that I'm not, completely lost in the jacket, which is something to keep in mind when you're looking at these inspiration photos. Look at the model's body, and is that something that would look, you would find flattering on yourself or be comfortable in, and maybe just making a few tweaks where you can still have that same look, but be more suitable for your figure. So I have made the Jessica before, so I think what I would do is make the pants, try that jacket on with it to see if I like that silhouette, or to see if maybe I could get away with a little boxier fit on the jacket. So, yes, that is my ideas for that one. All right, number 6. I absolutely love the skinny skirt with the oversized sweater. Technically, with my body shape, it should be the opposite. I should be sticking to more slim styles on top and fuller skirts to add the width, but sometimes it's fun just to play up, your thinner parts, I guess, and just kind of, I just really liked the look of this. And again, she's got it paired with a heel, but I think again with boots underneath would be really fun, especially because I'm short, so having any kind of midi skirt, it helps to have a monochromatic look, or definitely less horizontal lines are usually better to make me appear taller. So this skirt had an immediate pattern in mind, and that is the Ariel skirt by Tilly and the Buttons, and I own the skirt. I've not made it yet, but it comes in 2 lengths, a mini length and then a to the knee length, which would be very easy to take this down to midi. And I think that that's definitely what I would do for this skirt. I just love the buttons down the front. I love the monochromatic look with the same color top and skirt. And again, you could do for the top, because it's an oversized turtleneck, you could again do the Monroe from Tessuti that I showed you earlier, but J. Lee Patterns also has a free oversized roll neck, and that is the Yoko roll neck that I'll post up here. And it's also a free pattern, and I got this one and had it printed off last fall as well, or last winter as well, and just have not had a chance to make it up. I really wanted to compare the two and kind of see which one I liked best. So, God, I need my bangs cut so bad. So the idea of making both and kind of comparing really appeals. So those definite, hands down, slam dunk. I think those 2 patterns make that inspiration outfit completely. All right, look number 7. I have had this look on my Pinterest board forever. It keeps getting transferred each season into a new fall lookbook. I just love the wide leg pants and the cropped jacket that kind of goes with it. And I say cropped because it's not really a moto jacket. It's almost like a loose fitting jean jacket. Anyway, for this look, it's definitely the wide leg oversized pants. I don't think I would wear them all the way to the ground like the gal is here, but I do like that it is to the natural waist. Now, I don't have anything flat front in my pattern stash right now, but I do have the Rachel trousers by Athena Kaku Patterns, and they do have pleats in the front, but I think if I had a little bit drapier wool, that you were still gonna get the same look with this outfit that I was kind of going for. So yeah, I've pulled those trousers, and I would make the trouser version, and I've played around with even doing, putting a front fly into those pants. They have an invisible zipper up the back, and I've made the shorts that as the invisible zipper on the side seam, but I've come to the realization I hate invisible zippers in pants. I just find them fiddly. They hate waistbands, going up into waistbands. So I think I may, it's not hard to put, to turn a front center seam into a fly. I think you could just borrow pattern pieces from a pattern that has a fly. Just make sure all your pieces are long enough to fill in that space. But I like that idea. And then it looks like in her, in the picture, that it's just a hook and eye. There's no button on the front, which keeps the front very clean. So to do just 2 pant hook and eyes there on the front, and then the fly zip, I think that could be really, really attractive. So again, in some sort of a tweedy wool, I think would be beautiful. And then for the jacket, definitely McCall's 8011. I talked about this when I was talking about my top pattern picks, and I've ordered it. They were just having, McCall's pattern company just had an online pattern sale, and I did purchase this one. I don't have it in my stash as of yet, but I think this would be a perfect jacket for that. And I don't know if I would do the version that the model's wearing or if I would do more of the cropped version, but I think this could be so cute with a pair of wool pants. All right, look 8. Now this one, I was looking for things because I have my leopard print midi skirt, and I was looking for things to wear with them, and I absolutely love this look. I love that she's got it on with tennis shoes. I love that it's more monochromatic on the top with the light colored blazer and the light colored top. I think this would be a great way to wear some of your spring, summer things into fall by pairing it with the leopard print. But okay, this one, it was so good and so easy. But for the skirt, I definitely chose the Waddle skirt by Megan Nielsen, mostly because I already have a leopard print skirt in this pattern. And I did the pleated version, and I lengthened it to the midi length. So it's not, I didn't do the short one. It hits me midi length. So again, I love it with the tennis shoes, but you could also definitely wear it with the boots. And then for the jacket, I went with Butterick 6641 because that's basically the jacket she's got on. And I've made this, and I have a sew along for that pattern. But I think in a, actually a linen would be gorgeous, or a lightweight wool. I have a winter white wool that's over there. It's more of a Melton though. It's a little thicker. Might be a little too thick for what I'm wanting to do. But I think a winter white jacket could easily be taken into winter. And if you bought enough of the fabric, you could even make a pair of matching pants. And I think white, winter white in the winter, well, winter white in the winter, creamy white in the winter is just spot on. You know, maybe you'd have some trepidation about wearing that color of a pant when it's all soggy and stuff outside with snow and with stuff that you might be kicking up onto your pants. But, you know, definitely, if you could even do them cropped, be less likely to have something like that happen. But, you know, I'm a very messy person, and I've actually never had any issues with any of my white or light colored things that I've made. So anyway, I think a winter white suit would be gorgeous, but definitely the jacket with this is everything. I love it. All right, look number 9. This one is a very simple one. I think what drew me to this is the 70s vibe. I think a wool plaid skirt, circle skirt, so you've got your plaids going like every which way, looks so 70s. Yeah, and I love it with the turtleneck, and I think with the boots, it would be just a fantastic fall look. For the turtleneck, I have selected the Megan Nielsen Rowan. I have made this quite a few times. I don't make it as a bodysuit. I just find it's just too hard to get in and out of. But she also has it as just a regular t-shirt version, and so I make it as the turtleneck, but without the bodysuit. And I have it in a few different colors. I actually have it in a dark, like a pine green merino wool from the fabric store, and I think it would look amazing with some of my bigger checked wools that I've got. I don't have a pattern for the skirt, only because it would be so easy to draft your own. I think a full skirt might be a full circle skirt would be a little too full for me, but you could definitely do a midi length flare skirt or like a quarter circle skirt. Again, there's a million different resources online on how to draft that yourself based on your own waist measurement, and I would definitely put a waistband in. I'm pretty sure she's got a waistband in here. It would be just, I think, a real workhorse in the fall months. All right, last look. And I had to throw this one in here, mostly because of the belt bag. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I was looking for some belt bag patterns. I love belted suits, and belted coats are very in for the fall, and I really kind of like the look. Now, I'm not sure, I have a thicker waist, so I'm not sure how that's gonna really translate on my body, but it's definitely something I wanna try. So, and I like more of the tailored belt bag. So this gal, again, has got on a very standard tailored coat with the belt bag on top of it. So for the coat, which I think I definitely may make, I have Butterick 6385. I think it's a perfect one. I would do the more rounded collar, which mimics the inspiration post a little bit more. And I love it in the plaid, but it could also definitely be done in just a solid color. Like a camel, or again, I'm very into the warmer browns and that kind of thing. I'll just have to have a look through my stash and see what I've got. But this pattern also comes with cup sizes, which you all know that I love. And it comes with different lengths. And I think maybe I would even do the shorter, I don't know if I would do the shorter or the longer. I would have to think about that. But for the real showstopper of this look is the belt bag. Now again, McCall's was just having a sale, and all their out of print patterns were also on sale, and so I finally bit the bullet and bought M7264, which is basically a belt bag. She has it kind of slung low on her hips, but I think I would cinch it up so where it was sitting right at my natural waist. But there's a couple of different versions for this too, and you can wear this bag crossbody, which I also really enjoy that versatility as well. So we have this pattern as a possibility, and then I have 2 free patterns for you. So Closet Case Patterns has a belt bag pattern. You just have to subscribe to their newsletter, and then you have access to it online. And they have a step-by-step kind of sew along on how to make the belt bag, but it's definitely a little more structured. And you can play around proportions. If that's too big for you, you could definitely make it smaller and play around there. And then the other one is, oh gosh, who makes this one? Hold on. It's another free pattern. It's the Kelly Waist Bag pattern by Love You Sew? Yeah, Love You Sew. So being S-E-W. I'll post links again to all these patterns down below. But this is the Kelly waist bag, and it's very similar, and I think you can definitely play around with proportion and size on this one as well to make it as big or as small as you want it. But again, it's a free pattern, and so I think that that's definitely a fantastic option. So there we have it. Those are my top 10 street style looks for fall and the patterns that I would pair to recreate them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave any comments down below on some stuff, trends and things that you're excited to try for fall. I will be back on Tuesday with my, again, a pattern review that I'm working on in the current module, and it is the Liberty shirt, and I turned it from a woven shirt pattern into a knit shirt pattern, or I made it in a knit and, you know, took out the center seam and stuff, basically made it into a t-shirt. And I also have a tutorial that goes along with that, you'll see on Tuesday, on how I did that. So that's what we have to look forward to. I will see you guys on Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and if you're in the US, a fantastic long weekend. Have a good Labor Day. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.